Donald Trump, just last week, he confirmed to the National Review that he is again considering a run in 2016.
Do it. Do it.
I am officially running for President of the United States.
And which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Right now, Donald Trump.
He's playing the members of the American public for suckers.
But we have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
And CNN projects Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida. With its 29 electoral votes, Donald Trump wins Florida.
He won't be inaugurated until January, but the word has just reached the New York Hilton. Donald J. Trump, the son of a Queens millionaire.
Right now, a historic moment. We can now project the winner of the presidential race. CNN projects Donald Trump wins the presidency.
Now he's picking someone to lead the EPA who's been suing the agency over its clean power plan. What do you make of those two messages that Mr. Trump is sending on the environment?
It's almost a bad case, worst case scenario.
Mr. Trump also paid for retired General John Kelly to run the Department of Homeland Security.
Activists are speaking out against Stephen Bannon, Mr. Trump's recently appointed chief strategist. Bannon led the conservative website Breitbart for almost 5 years.
Breitbart is known for inflammatory headlines.
Switching gears here, Donald Trump named WWE co-founder Linda McMahon to be in charge of the Small Business Administration. I'm interested in Trump has a history with her husband, Vince McMahon, whom he body slammed. There it is.
This year, she actually put a bunch of money into a Trump super PAC, a little over $6 million, and she has in the past given to Trump's now infamous foundation.
Trump's nominee for Secretary of State, the CEO of energy company ExxonMobil, Rex Tillerson, was recommended to him by several members of the Republican Party establishment. Condoleezza Rice, Robert Gates, and James Baker, who all have consulting ties with ExxonMobil.
Rex Tillerson should be tried for crimes of lying to his shareholders, lying to the American people, lying to the global population about climate change.
President-elect Donald Trump has picked a fast food CEO to become the next Secretary of Labor. Andrew Puzder is head of the company that franchises the fast food outlets Hardee's and Carl's Jr. He's a longtime Republican donor who's been a vocal critic of raising the minimum wage, the fight for 15, expansion of overtime pay, paid sick leave, and the Affordable Care Act. In 2012, Andrew Puzder made $4.4 million, nearly 300 times more than the average food worker. According to one count, 60% of restaurants in Puzder's fast food chain had wage violations.
President-elect Donald Trump will nominate Betsy DeVos for Education Secretary. Her nomination is expected to upset public school supporters. The National Education Association sent out a statement saying she has done more over the years to undermine public education than to support students.
You said that student debt has increased by 1,000%? Since
980% in 8 years.
I'm sorry?
980%.
That's just not so. I would ask that you get your figures straight.
And I'm not just talking Mexico. They're coming in from Asia. They're coming in from all over the world.
You're going to have a massive deportation force?
You're going to have a deportation force.
November 8th shook my entire life. For undocumented students, it took a turn for the worst. I came back home and I had to prepare my 13-year-old sister for the dread of deportation. I explained to her the procedure, the simple fact of opening the door in case it was ICE. How do you explain a warrant to a 13-year-old? As a DACA recipient, I don't know when my work permit will expire. If it expires January 20th, I will have to drop out of Sacramento State. I shouldn't have to drop out, because this is my dream of getting an education, something I worked so hard because of my status. How am I going to afford my rent, my food? How will I come up with the rest of the tuition without my 2 jobs?